For let's get this thing on. 100 laps, green flag about to fly. Derek Griffith, Ray Christian III, Bobby Blanchett turns him loose. Griffith sticks the nose out in front. Talked to Griffith just before the green flag. He said the Star Classic was a race he'd always wanted to win. He was going to do whatever it took here tonight. Keep your eyes on the driver of the 12 as he paces the field. Ryan Kuhn quickly to second. Battle is for third. Joey Pohl, second place in points, trying to get around the point leader. This is where it matters. This is where Pohl can gain some points. Christian squeezes to the bottom of the racetrack. Around goes Mike Hopkins.
Everybody had a check up on that one.
Ray Christian squeezed to the bottom of the racetrack, and the field stacked up behind him. Mike Mitchell comes to a stop. Mike Hopkins around in a hurry over in turn number 3. Griffith and Kuhn side by side. Griffith goes, green flag flies. We are back underway. Kuhn up on the outside of the racetrack. Ray Christian III down on the inside, trying to pick up a spot here. Kuhn, will he squeeze the bottom? No. Spotter says no way.
Ooh, Jake Matheson in a little hard.
Up the hill, a little bit of a shot to the back bumper possibly from Joey Dwyer, and Matheson does a really nice job of holding on to that race
Good
car.
Save of the night.
Bobby Cabral looks to the inside on Larry Gelinas in the 48 now. Gelinas pushing Casey Call off turn number 4. Matheson hung up on the outside. If we can get this thing single file, I think we can click off some laps here. Mike Hopkins going to try to get to the front in a hurry, works his way around Cody LeBlanc. Mike Mitchell going to try to follow him through. Hopkins, a victim in that lap 2 skirmish over in turn number 3. Jake Matheson, Casey Call, couple of youngsters, former Legends car competitors, know each other very well. Battling for the 7th or 8th position back there. Matheson will take the spot, move to the inside. Bobby Cabral up the hill, holds on to the spot, but Cabral...
We are going to see a challenge right here. Joey Pohl looked to the outside of the 93.
That's a battle for points. This position on the racetrack, Joey Pohl second in the points. Would love to get around Christian, pick up those 2 points. It's 2 points for every spot with the Granite State Pro Stock Series, except for the lead. That is 4 points.
Right.
That's the spot Derek Griffith has. He could give 2 hoots about points here.
He doesn't care. No.
He does not care a bit. Told me before this thing started that he really wanted to win the Star Classic. As he is trying to drive away from young Ryan Kuhn, not able to do so just yet. Of course, Griffith may be pacing himself. He is a very smart race car driver.
Yeah, he's nice.
In that car 12, ran the ARCA race at Bristol last night. Solid top 10 finish for the Hudson, New Hampshire driver. Ryan Kuhn in second, keeping pace. Ray Christian III, Joey Pohl, and Joey Dwyer. And as we've clicked off 10 laps now, to all 3 top point getters, running within 4 positions of each other. In order by how they're in the points, Christian leads the way. He's the point leader. Pohl and right behind him, and then a couple of spots back is Angelo Balsito. They run 3rd, 4th, and 6th on the racetrack right now here in the early going.
Well, everybody looks like they're trying to settle in and ride, but we have a challenge right now in the back of the pack, in the middle of the pack.
Jeremy Sorrell to the inside on Bobby Cabral now. Sorrell in a Grand American Race Cars chassis. That is a car that you don't see run much up here. They've struggled with that car a little bit because there is not a lot of experience up here in New England. Augie Grill builds those cars down in Alabama, I do believe. And so Sorrell has had a hard time getting any assistance with that machine, but moving forward nicely here is Sorrell in car number 77, as it looks like they might have started to figure that machine out a little bit. Rusty Poland right behind him. Poland really likes this racetrack, has run well here in the past in that 44 machine. And then Mike Hopkins, who we thought would be up near the front of the field, but got involved in that little skirmish over in turn number 3 and got turned around. So tough break for him. Mike Mitchell right there behind him. Out in front, Derek Griffith continues to show the way. 4 trying to break away now. Griffith, Kuhn, Christian, and Pohl. And it's 4 or 5 car lengths back to Joey Dwyer, then another 4 back to Angelo Balsito in that group. Pole stalking Ray Christian III. The battle for third on the racetrack, for first in the point standings.
The battle that I'm going to keep my eye on right now is the 97 and the 93. He tried to show his hand a little earlier by trying to get on the outside of the 93, and I watched them. They were in the same heat together, and he was kind of looking for that spot around that 93. Watch, that's going to be a battle that's going to be coming up soon.
Yeah, Joey Pole is one of the most patient race car drivers you're ever going to be. It would not surprise me a bit if he rode for 65, 70, 75 laps, as now Kevin Casper about to go a lap down. Gets to the bottom of the racetrack. Derek Griffith going to swing around the high side. Casper does a really good job getting down out of the way. Griffith's team's been very, very busy. Before the Claremont race, they had to convert that car over. They had to change all the shocks and a bunch of other stuff in that car, as that was a pass car that they converted over to a Granite State Pro Stock Series car. Not a ton of difference, but there is a bunch, and they had some work to do.
Right, and not only when he won the race, they pulled the motor and took it away to get dynoed. And
Absolutely.
didn't get it back till midweek to participate in the league show last week, and then he won $10,000 again.
Absolutely. So that team has been very, very busy. That is that Louis Mitchellitis LCM team, led by Louis Mitchellitis and John, Derek's father. They have a small but devoted, hardworking crew over there. Dolly Mitchellitis, the spotter on that deal. Brian Kuhn drives for the team that his father owns. Jimmy Kuhn, a longtime modified competitor around New England. Also ran some fendered stuff at, well, that's Everett's Auto Parts entry. They've been doing mostly ACT-style late model racing, but competing here tonight. And running in the second position is now Griffith, starting to get away from him a little bit. Ray Christian there in third. In that 93, leads the point standings. We told you had a huge lead coming into the Claremont race.
I don't know, but I think the 55 lap car right now might be coming into the pits. He looked like he checked up just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's going to head down pit road. And yes, Cody LeBlanc in that 55, one of the Rookie of the Year competitors. There were 3 this season. Unfortunately, Ryan Lynham's missed a few races. So it comes down to Cody LeBlanc and Casey Call. Each of those guys has missed one event here this year.
Right.
So they are in a battle for the Rookie of the Year points. Griffith starting to stretch the lead a little bit. John Lewinsky low now, and the 18 goes a lap down.
Well, we're 30 laps into this. These guys are going to ride for a little bit long, but they can't let Derek get away that far.
Absolutely. Up next, lap down is going to be Bobby Pelland. I talked to Bobby, and he said, this car's got 3 more races on it. I said, 3 more races? Well, what do you mean? He said, 3 more races. If we don't get it, we're going back to the old car. They tested midweek down at Seekonk. They rented the racetrack, and they were faster in the older car than they were in this car. Wow. So they're about ready to be done with this new hot rod.
They're being patient, but they're about ready to give it in.
Absolutely. He said he'll probably finish the year out in this car, but that may well be it. They may go back to the old car and fix it up and pretty it up and come back at it in 2021. So Griffith continues to lead the way. Ryan Kuhn in second, feeling the heat from Ray Christian the third. Joey Polowarchuk in fourth. Battle now is for fifth. Jake Matheson on the bottom. Joey DeWyron on the top.
Ray Christian at third right now is coming in on that 72 as he enters turn 3 right now, getting really close. Last time he went almost to move him up.
Yeah, seems a little early for that, but Christian wants to go. He won this race 1 year ago, would love to go back-to-back. And this is the best race car he's had in 3 or 4 races, so he is probably going to run out of patience fairly early.
Yeah, we're coming up on, we got about a few laps to go before we get halfway, and he looks like, well, he's got Joey Pole right on him too, so it's a sense of urgency to see if we can get up and catch Derek Griffith right now. Yeah,
absolutely. Joey Pole runs in fourth. Fifth is Jake Matheson, the youngster out of New Hampshire. Joey DeWyron, the main driver in the 73, is up next. He runs in sixth. Seventh is Angelo Balsito, third in the points. Eighth, one of our Rookie of the Year competitors. That's Casey Call in the 90. Ninth is Larry Gelinas. That's Rolly Lundblad's hot rod. That car has run up and down New England for many, many years, mostly at the Seekonk Speedway, but they branched out some, had drivers such as Freddie Estelle. Mike Mitchell has driven that car. Ray Christian right on the back bumper of Ryan Kuhn. Christian dives to the inside. Kuhn gives him room. Christian looking for second now. Joey Pohl, I'm sure, will try to follow him through. Kuhn hanging tough on the outside. I believe he is going to have to give up that second position. He will do so. Joey Pohl going to follow him through.
Well, that's the thing. When you move somebody up the hill like that, you lose your position. Kuhn goes from second out to fourth.
So now the question is, can Ray Christian run down Derek Griffith without using up his stuff? Griffith coming up on the Bobby Cabral car, the former series champion, the first ever series champion. Cabral in that 66 car. Derek Griffith, Cabral up the hill, not being very sportsmanlike with Griffith now. Now Griffith down into turn number 3, will take that spot away. Actually, we'll put Cabral a lap down. So Bobby Cabral goes a lap down. Ray Christian III in second, trying to run down Griffith. Would love a caution here to bunch the field back up.
Well, the thing right now is Derek's going to be coming into some more lap traffic. And if these guys can get by the Cabral car, they might have an opportunity to set sail and come in on right on his back bumper.
Absolutely. Derek Griffith has led since the drop of the green. As he comes up, going to put Kevin Cap another lap down. Griffith, Christian swings around Cabral now. Joey Pohl hot in tow. Ryan Kuhn, that car fading a bit as he is falling off of that pair in second and third. Joey Pohl looks to the outside now. Joey Pohl in the 97 took a peek to the outside, now drops to the inside. He wants to go.
He needs that inside real estate, and here we are at halfway. It's go time.
I am sure that his spotter is on the radio saying that Derek Griffith is getting away. And Joey Pohl, if he wants a shot. Joey Pohl is a former winner at this speedway with the Granite State Pro Stock Series. Would love to do that once again. So Griffith slicing and dicing through lap traffic. Christian is second. Pohl is third. Ryan Kuhn fourth. Jake Matheson up to fifth.
Doing a great job
run
tonight.
For that
great
young
job.
man.
He's really come on this year. I mean, he was doing great last year, but he is really showing by starting up front tonight. You know, the lead cars. Tremendous job. Great kid, too.
Absolutely. Joey Dwyer in sixth in the 73. Angelo Balsito is seventh. Needed a good run here tonight. Struggling just a little bit here in the first half of the event. Casey Call is eighth. Really worrying the Auburn, Massachusetts driver. Angelo Balsito. Call all over the back bumper, looking inside and out. Behind them, Rusty Poland is next in the 44. Poland in ninth. Larry Gelinas in 10th. Jeremy Sorrell doing a nice job staying on the lead lap here in the first half of the event. Mike Hopkins next. What a surprise there. Thought he'd be able to battle his way back from that early lap spin. Mike Mitchell, the other car, caught up in that deal. And those two in danger of going a lap down here as leader Derek Griffith setting a torrid pace on the same lap as Hopkins and Mitchell.
And I thought Joey Pohl, once they got by the lap cars, was biding his time to get back under the rear bumper of the 93, but it seems like now that they're past the lap traffic, the 93 is setting sail. And I don't know if he's catching Derek, but Derek's not stretching the lead by much on him. Derek Griffith's going to come into lap traffic right now. Mike Mitchell moves out of the way for the second place. Ray Christian the third, and Joey Pohl will now go past the lap car.
So Derek Griffith out by about a second and a half here on Ray Christian the third.
We'll have to keep our eye on that.
Yeah, last lap Griffith was about of a tenth of a second quicker than Christian, both in clean traffic. So Griffith picking up, putting down the laps. Griffith ran arguably the least amount of laps in practice.
Right, he did, yeah.
In the first 30-minute sessions, went out just 2 times.
And I saw he led on the top of the leaderboard, and they put the car on jack stands and said, really don't have to change much.
Yeah, that team has been really good, as now he's going to put Mike Hopkins a lap down here. Hopkins going to stay in the bottom of the racetrack. Spoke very highly of Griffith earlier in the night. Those two have raced all up and down the East Coast here a lot over the last few years. And Hopkins with a lot of respect for Griffith and what he has done over the last few weeks, as Griffith is absolutely on a tear. Ray Christian III would desperately like a caution to get up there and see what he can do. Joey Pohl in third. Top 3 lap times mirroring each other the last time by.
This is where it can get interesting when you come up against lap cars that are racing for position.
Well, and Jeremy Sorrell trying to stay on the lead lap in that 77 car. He has done a really nice job here tonight as he tries to stay on the lead lap, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Sorrell in 11th. Derek Griffith here in 66, now 67 laps, has lapped up through 11th place. Up next will be Larry Gelinas, running inside the top 10.
Well, a good run for Larry Gelinas tonight in a Rolly Lindblad car.
Yeah, they've done a nice job here tonight. Walked by that team, was going to talk to Larry, and they did not look happy at all in practice.
Right.
So I made the decision to keep on working. And here comes Joey Pohl. Looks to the inside on Christian for second.
Oh, he drove it in there.
That's the battle for second and the point lead. Joey Pohl going to take that spot away. Oh, Christian just got into the wall a little bit. Christian's in trouble. Off the racetrack in turn number 2. Christian. Pohl got around and Christian got into the outside wall. After a quick adjustment back out on the Speedway, he is a lap down. Green flag flies. We are back underway. Derek Griffith quickly out in front, but he's going to have to contend with Joey Pohl. Ryan Kuhn had fallen off a little bit, but
my tires might have had a chance to cool off during that brief caution spell.
Absolutely, but check out Derek Griffith. He is absolutely going to stomp his competition into submission here tonight.
Casey Collin, the 44 Rusty Pohl, just had a side-by-side battle. They seem to have figured that out. Now they're back in a single-file order.
Keep your eye on that 93 Ray Christian, the point leader coming into the night. He's going to have to hustle. After he got up into the outside wall, the driver going to have to try to redeem himself. Ray Christian the third in that Ben Bergnazio Crazy Horse Racing entry. He'll work to the inside on Larry Gelinas. Try to take that spot away as he tries to work his way back up into the top 5. Out front, Griffith trying to run away and hide. Joey Pohl in second. Ryan Kuhn, the youngster, in third. Then it's Matheson and Dwyron. As Angelo Belcido continues to struggle in the 8 car. That team just absolutely missed it here tonight.
I was just going to say that. I just walked down and said an uncharacteristic night for Angelo Belcido, but stay in there, stay in the hunt for the points. You never know what can happen in the next few races.
Absolutely. Ray Christian is the perfect example of that. Christian down to the inside, going to try to pick up the spot on Rusty Pohl, and he will do so. Christian can be very aggressive when he needs to, so keep an eye on that 93. He could really make things exciting as we're inside 25 to go. 77 down, 23 laps to go, 23 to go. Here in the Vanaris Pile Driving, 100 lapper, 3,000 to win. Thanks to the Vanaris Pile Driving Company. We do appreciate everything they did here tonight as Derek Griffith, as he has done the last 3 weeks, absolutely stomping the competition into submission. Joey Pohl, though, looks like he's up there able to run with Griffith just a little bit.
He's not pulling away, but I don't know. He's running out of time. He's got to giddy up and get going. We're down to 20 laps to go, this time by the stripe.
Absolutely. A little of a battle there for the third spot. Jake Matheson all over the back of Ryan Kuhn, pair of youngsters, pair of iRacing fanatics. Those two race a lot on the old computer. As they are battling there for third, Joey Dwyer in his fifth. Ray Christian up to sixth already.
Oh, he tightened the belts up a little bit tighter.
Absolutely. He would love another caution as we're inside 20 to go. Ray Christian would love a caution, would love the opportunity to gather the field up, pick up another spot or two, as Christian absolutely driving the wheels off of that 93 machine. If this thing were to end right now, Joey Pohl will be the point leader by 2 points, I believe. Christian looks to the outside on Joey Dwyer. Those two battled right to the checkered flag last year. Looks like they're going to battle one. Oh, Dwyer. Oh, something broke in Dwyer's car.
He might have cut a right front.
Might have lost a right front on that 73. Going to stay on the racetrack and draw the caution.
He does draw the car. He didn't come to a stop.
So Joey Dwyer did not head down pit road, comes to a stop in that 73 machine. We'll see as he gets in the box, can go anytime he wants. If they get to the back end of the box, well,
anybody's game.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go, 17 laps to go for $3,000. The Menorah's pile driving 100 in the waning laps. Green flag flies. Joey Pohl on the top of the racetrack. Gets an unbelievable restart. Going to try to hang tough with Derek Griffith on the bottom. Joey Pohl drives it deep into turn number 3. Side by side for the top spot. Can the kid from Hudson drive around for the other kid from Hudson? Caution in turn number 2.
The 48. Larry Gelinas got sideways entering turn 1 and almost had it figured out and got collected.
The top. Unbelievable.
Wow. Wow.
Would never have guessed that.
Woo.
So what that means is Joey Pohl on the outside is the control car. When they get to the box, he fires first.
It's his turn.
Derek Griffith gets a good restart. Joey Pohl with a better one. Pohl tries to squeeze to the bottom of the racetrack. Griffith battles back on the inside. Side by side to turn number 3. Pohl drives it deep into turn number 3. Off of 4 by a nose. Pohl in the 97. Out in front. Griffith in the 12 on the bottom. Battle is for the lead. Christian comes to 4th now. Mike Hopkins passing race cars. But out in front, those two duking it out. Side by side for $3,000. Pohl looking for the points. He could make a big jump here. As Christian now up into 4th. Pohl trying to lead this thing. Continues to battle it out on the outside.
They're starting to lean on each other.
On the bottom. Coming to 12 laps to go, side by side for the top spot. Pohl starting to get more of an advantage now. Griffith battles back on the bottom. Kuhn in 3rd, trying to hold off Ray Christian. Don't take your eyes off that battle. Joey Pohl, can he get clear? Griffith gets loose. Pohl to the bottom of the racetrack. Joey Pohl does it the hard way. Griffith battles back on the inside. The problem is Griffith's car last time off 4 got loose. Does so again. Derek Griffith is the right rear tire going away. 10 laps to go.
He's not giving up.
Griffith back on the inside now to turn number 3. Pohl tries to squeeze him down. Griffith digging deep. Pohl hustling on the outside of the racetrack. Side by side. 2 veterans from Hudson, New Hampshire. Unbelievable. Ryan Kuhn continues in 3rd. Ray Christian 4th. Jake Matheson 5th. 8 laps to go now. 8 to go for Pohl and Griffith. Griffith by a nose down the backstretch. Pohl packs it into turn number 3. Griffith gets the drive off turn number 4. He'll lead that lap. Derek Griffith led that lap on the bottom. Joey Pohl continues to hustle on the high side. Side by side, door handle to door handle. Pohl on the bottom. 5 laps to go next time at the stripe. To turn number 3. Single file behind the front 2. Off of turn number 4. Griffith gets a little loose. That time it was Pohl by inches. Down the back straightaway. 1 year ago, the race came down. Oh, Griffith gets loose off of turn number 4. Pole gets the advantage. Derek Griffith, the right rear tire, is starting to give up. Joey Pole to turn number 3. Just can't get clear of the kid in the 12. Derek Griffith trying to make it $23,000 in 3 weeks. They're coming to 2 to go. Pole gives up a little bit. Off of turn number 4, Joey Pole in the 97 will lead the lap. You have got to be kidding me.
This is amazing.
Down the back straightaway. Derek Griffith on the bottom. They'll see the white flag.
1 to go.
Pole on the top. Griffith on the bottom. To the back straightaway. One more time. Pole gonna drive it deep into turn number 3. Will it stick?
Here we go.
Off turn number 4. It's Pole. Unbelievable. Joey Pole.
Amazing.
By inches. Make sure that's on.
You have just witnessed one of the most exciting Pro Stock, Granite State Pro Stock races in history. Unbelievable. Andy Hall, the voice of the Granite State Pro Stocks, will make his way down to victory lane. Joey Pole is your victor. I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but my pulse is pretty revved up right now. Joey Pole will now take a victory lap. Well earned. Last 10 laps, we were all on the edge of our seats. Sending it down to Andy Hall.
Absolutely unbelievable finish by inches at the line.